If you would like to listen live, you can listen at www.1580thepraise.com and be sure to click on Listen Live. Also, if you would like to tune in to this, join in on this communication today, definitely go to Facebook Live at Kimberly Bozeman. Kimberly, Bozeman. We have a hot topic for you today. We are talking about taking control of your health. You have to take control of your health. And you all chime in too and let me know if the video is looking okay and if you can see me and my special guest here. And I might as well go ahead and tell you who it is. It is Vickey Trout.
Hello.
Give it up for Vickey Trout.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yes. Okay, so Vickey, you're going to have to can you see the names on there to give a shout outs?
Well, I'm just going to shout out to everybody,
Yeah, so we see Marvin Forte. Feel free to chime in today. I just want to let you know that I am the owner of Healthy Emotes Counseling Services. I am at 1011 East Jenkins Avenue. Also, you can find me on Facebook at Healthy Emotes and also visit my website at healthyemotes.com. You can also find Healthy Emotes on Psychology Today. To schedule an appointment, you can call 614-669-5115. So again, today we are speaking about taking control of your health. You know that never ever before things are getting just crazy.
Yes.
We already needed to take control of our health, but now, we're living in such a detrimental time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that over
Upgraded.
your face. Can you scoot in just a little more this way?
Am I supposed to be on the other side of those names?
Well,
we really have to be close. That's okay. We're sisters.
yes, we are. This is my big sis, y'all.
Yes.
All right, so we are talking about taking control of your health today. And it's very important to me before we begin to interview our guests here. It's very important to me because of course I'm a mental health therapist, but I know that everything can start with the mind too. With this coronavirus going on, everyone is running around crazy.
Yes.
Everything is just frantic, so it's causing panic attacks, it's causing anxiety. And if we're not careful, we're not going to be in good health.
You're absolutely correct. Because, when everybody is fearful, that spirit of fear begins to take over.
Yes.
And it begins to compromise our immune system. It compromises our state of health. And the adrenaline begins to attack us. And we become really stressed out. And we begin to get sick. We begin to get really sick and ill. And it's really not good for our warfare.
That's right. And
welfare, I should say.
Exactly. Warfare and welfare.
Yeah.
You can't do warfare if you're sick.
Absolutely right.
So the thing about stress and anxiety is that your brain is going to release that corresponding chemical reaction. So if the hippocampus senses that there is a threat out there, it's going to communicate that.
Yes.
The neurotransmitters are going to trigger the amygdala.
Right.
Which
Right.
is, of course, it's our fight or flight.
Yes.
But what happens in the body with the cortisol and the adrenaline is that it sends more blood to the muscles. You become stronger.
Eyes dilate.
Yes, your eyes dilate.
You become more physically strong.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But that's in the fight or flight. But that's only intended to last for a few moments to get you out of trouble.
That's right, but that's not what happens.
Exactly. Some people live in that state.
Yes. If you imagine, okay, this is a bottle here, right? So this is the brain or the body, and every time there's something, a stressful situation going on, you're emitting that into your body, right? The cortisol and the adrenaline. So it's only supposed to last for 5 to 10 minutes. But if we live in this state, we always have this in our system.
Yes.
Some people have complex
it's called bad
trauma.
blood. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then people wonder why they can't sleep, because they live in this state here. So we'll talk a little later about what we can do to calm our nerves down and to live in a peaceful state, although everything is going on around us. So Vickey, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so first of all, I'm a woman of God. That's number one, the most important thing that anybody needs to know about me. But I'm a retiree, been retired from the state since 2007. Ever since then, I feel like I have been living my best life because I have been delving into this holistic lifestyle, health and wellness for a very long time. I am a author of a book called The Fear Factor, The Fallacy of Imagination and the Power of Truth. And
say that again, the fallacy of imagination.
Fallacy of imagination and the power of truth, because our minds can imagine so many different things, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the truth. And people live in fallacy, and they live their lives out of lies. That's not true. Can you imagine living your whole life being a lie?
Yeah.
But the power of truth, when you place truth to that, you experience a paradigm shift.
That's right.
And,
absolutely.
And everything begins to reverse. You can live out of that. You can live your truth then. So so that book is being revamped right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I am a small business owner called Be in Health, where I do workshops and seminars, and I talk about health and wellness. How to keep your immune system strong. I talk about spirit, soul, and body balance, the whole health scenario all together. And so I'm very excited and passionate about that, and it's not a profession of mine, but it's a passion of mine.
That's good.
And I love really helping people, and I'm an aromatherapist. I love mixing therapeutic grade essential oils together, making things for people that will help them. So I've been enjoying my life, and I purposely want to live a stress-free life. And it's doable to live this life in peace. I mean, I'm 62 years old, and I'm not dependent on any medication, any drugs.
You look good too.
Oh well, thank you, honey. Thank you. Well, you ain't doing too bad yourself. Listen now. But I
good genes.
You
right?
know what?
Good
I mean,
we're taking care of ourselves.
Exactly. So I want to be able to allow people to assume the responsibility for their own health, for their own choices, for their own lives, to know that our bodies are designed to heal itself.
Tell us
how
how
so. I mean? Well, there's a lot of different means. One is your state of mind, because the way you think determines how you feel. Your thought processes can be a weapon to you.
Yes, yeah,
and because if you think negatively, you're going to live negatively, and it's going to affect your body negatively.
We get to choose who and how we want to be in
That's
this
right.
world.
You said
because every thought that you think, your brain is going to it wants to be in balance with each other. So if you think a negative thought, your brain is going to release that corresponding chemical to match that thought. So if you think negatively, well, there goes the neurotransmitters with the cortisol, right? Which is a stress hormone. So we make ourselves more depressed or more anxious.
I love in Proverbs where it says the spirit of a man sustains him in sickness. So your spirit or your attitude affects you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Your spirit in your sickness is, if you have a positive spirit, if you have a spirit of gratitude, a spirit of gratefulness, that can bring you out of any slump. No matter what's going on in your life, you can maintain that spirit of peace. Because that's what the enemy wants us to do, is to live in stress and to live in fear.
That's right. Of course.
And I refuse it. I refuse, because I have the mindset, even with this coronavirus, I take every natural precaution that I can to prevent from getting it spread. But
and which hopefully you'll share with us.
Yes, I will. Ultimately, God is in control of everything. That's number one. We can do everything that we can to maintain our health, but God is ultimately in control.
He is, and see, that's where our peace is.
Right.
Knowing that He is in control.
That's right.
And my thing is, if God is a God, He's the Prince of Peace.
Yes.
And if He resides within us, and I ain't talking about a holy visitation like they did in the Old Testament time. He came upon you, but now He is in us.
Come on
then
now.
Why should I be discouraged? Why should I be frantic? Why should I be anxious?
Yes. Yeah, just like the three Hebrew boys. I'm sorry, said, if He don't deliver it, I know that He's able. So even if I did catch the coronavirus, which I hope I do not, it's not going to disturb my peace. I'm still going to maintain my level of peace and joy and gratitude and thank God in the midst of it. And that is what will bail you out.
That's right. Now listen, I just got a sign on my phone that my battery is running low.
No.
But my husband had it charged last night, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, wow.
Worst case scenario, we will pick it up on my sister's Facebook page, and then we'll share with my page, so you all should
Okay, let's give them my name so they can go to my Facebook page. It's Vickey, Vickey, Trout, Trout.
Okay, so again, we are here today talking about taking control of your health. You have yours truly, Kimberly B, with Talk Therapy Live and Healthy Emotes, okay? And you also have Vickey T, who is the owner of Be in Health. Okay, so again, as a therapist, I already have clients who are depressed and anxious. Now, with all of this coronavirus going on, it has seriously exacerbated their anxiety. But like you said before, we can control how we are by the way that we think.
That's right.
You don't want to overflow of the cortisol or the adrenaline. Okay, so we really want to, I talk about meditation every week.
Yes.
I don't know how many people out there really take it seriously about the power of meditation.
Oh my God, it is powerful. That's one of the things that is in my toolbox. Because, see, in meditation, your pituitary gland does amazing things. It releases endorphins.
Yes.
It releases serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, everything good that your body makes. When you're in meditation, it releases it.
It does. And the thing about serotonin is that people who are depressed has a decrease of serotonin.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there are people who have low motivation has a decrease of the dopamine.
Yeah.
So our bodies produce this
See,
naturally.
You have your own internal pharmacy right inside of you that you can release at any time. You can turn it off and on at any time. We are so fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes, we are. But listen, you got to put the work in. Like I tell clients that come in, I don't have a miracle wand to wave over your head. You have to put the work in.
Yes.
But please, ma'am, please, sir, do not deny the powerful effects of meditation. Because we're talking about living in a crazy world.
I love it.
Yeah, and the ability to be able to calm ourselves down.
Yeah, and people are truly destroyed for lack of knowledge. People hear the word meditation, but they don't really ultimately understand what it is. And it's a matter of just tuning everything out and getting quiet. And sometimes I just sit and be quiet, and I imagine a white light just gazing throughout every organ, every tissue, every cell of my body in stillness. And I'm telling you, I've never experienced so much peace as I do is when I meditate.
That's right. I understand, and I want to say good morning to Tracy Tompkins, to Nadine Lauderdale, Cynthia Latkins. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to chime in.
Yes.
Now, I understand that some of us have a monkey mind. Okay, and that just means that we don't have the ability to control our mind. Like when we sit still, our mind just races and it jumps from one topic to the other topic.
Yes.
I understand that. So meditation can be very hard. But what I usually recommend is the visual meditation, because sometimes people can't just sit still and close their eyes because their mind is going.
Yes.
If their mind is going, they're releasing the cortisol and adrenaline anyway.
Yes.
Go to YouTube. I love YouTube.
Yeah.
I love YouTube.
Oh, I love it too.
Everything is on YouTube.
Oh, that's a training tool right
I
there.
know, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watch that more than TV or anything else.
You know, but they have like a lot of visual meditation, guided meditations. But you are very important. So you have to take time for yourself. I mean, we're caregivers and we're doing everything else, but then we have to take care of ourselves, self-care, right?
And meditation doesn't necessarily have to be stationary, too. You can go to the park and you can just walk through the trails and, just be mindful and just meditate and just inhale the fresh air and see God's beauty and His nature and be intentional and focusing on that. Just tuning out all negativity, all negative thoughts.
That's right, absolutely.
So that's all part of meditation.
And mindfulness.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I love mindfulness.
Yes.
And this is the reason why. It's because this present moment is all we have.
Right.
This moment that we have right now.
Never get it back.
It's all that we have,
Yeah.
right? Yesterday is gone. So depression typically is exacerbated when we focus on the coulda, shoulda, wouldas of yesterday and our negative experiences. That's gone, right? And then tomorrow is no guarantee at all. You don't. So we worry about who I'm going to be, how I'm going to be tomorrow.
Yes.
So it's needless
right
worry.
Now. Yes.
So always remember this rule of thumb, that as much as possible, that your mind should be where your feet are. So if your feet are in this present moment, I have to pull my mind in from the right and the left and focus on the present moment. My feet is here with my sister. Yes. I'm here in the studio, so I'm focused on this present moment.
Yes.
So
and
remember
that takes time. That takes time.
It's
because,
a skill.
We're so distracted with so much stimulus. Everything going around. You have to deal with your kids. You have to deal with your job. You got to go to the grocery store. You got to deal with your companion. There's everything going on. All of these distractions. So sometimes it's not so easy to be mindful. But if you practice it and you keep working on it, you can achieve it. It's worth it.
It's work.
Yes.
It's work, and it'll work if you work it. Because the truth of the matter is we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
But once it's been revealed, then it's incumbent upon you, to take those measures.
Right.
So, Vickey, tell the audience what caused you to get into essential oils.
Wow. Okay. So, I think it was about maybe 15 years ago I started just playing around with eucalyptus, and I loved it so much. I was just, enamored by it, and I would just make products out of it. I said, this smells pretty good. So then I just started embarking upon other oils and learning a lot, self-learning about a lot of oils. And one thing I love about essential oils is that they are, I call it God's medicine, because it's extracted from nature, and it's oils that are extracted from flowers and trees and barks and all of this kind of stuff. And aromatherapy is just inhaling those. And so essential oils, they heal on a cellular level, and it is very natural. And so I make many products from therapeutic grade essential oils. Now people think that they can just go to any kind of store and buy any kind of essential oils. I mean, it's kind of insidious what the market has done with essential oils. You can go to the dollar store and get essential oils, and you buy, and you know,
a half a drop of essential oil.
and the plant was probably grown somewhere where it was infected with herbicides and all that kind of stuff. So it's important to get your essential oils from a place where the distillery is good, and where it comes from, and you can pretty much do your research on it. And so that's one good thing about my products and my oils, is because I spend a little bit more money on it, because I believe that my customers deserve the best.
Oh yes.
And I want them to reap the benefits. And it's funny because sometimes I'll come across people that say, "Well, does this stuff really work?" work? Like, I don't think I'd be in this business if it didn't.
Right.
I wouldn't have any customers if it didn't work. I wouldn't be wasting my time
Well,
if it
you
did
have
not work.
a lot of people who have the wrong motivations that are in business.
Yes.
But that's why I'm saying, you got to know the person.
Yeah, a lot of people demonize essential oils. Like,
yes.
I saw a Facebook post about sage is witchcraft or whatever. But I tell people it depends on whose hands it is.
Thank you. Thank
like,
you. Yes.
if you ask somebody that's practicing voodoo or witchcraft and they doing all this stuff with it, so that makes the oil bad. Okay, people misuse money.
Right.
Human trafficking, drugs, and all that stuff. So you gonna stop using money? Does that make the money bad? It depends on whose hands it's in.
I need somebody to answer out there.
But yeah, essential oils is so powerful. I have a few products that I want to share that is really flying off the shelf that I make. I make tons of them, and to me, I love it. Like I said.
Now let me ask you before you go there, because you mentioned that essential oils are able to heal you on a cellular level.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means they repair your cells, they reprogram your cells, they heal your cells. So that's when we get sick, is when our blood cells go bad.
Okay.
Another way we get sick is that the body is out of balance. So it helps put the body in balance. Anytime something is wrong with you, something in you is out of balance, whether it's your spirit, your soul, or your body.
Yes.
So essential oils heal on
Do you have essential oils for specific chakras?
Not to the specification, but any oil that you use is going to help with your chakras.
Okay.
But specifically, I do not know. But oils are outstanding.
I like what you said, how people tend to demonize, and we just have to get better at doing our own research.
That's true.
Because people will demonize what they do not understand.
Absolutely.
Instead of doing their own research about it.
That's ignorance.
It's
flat out ignorance.
Yeah, but I think that the refusal to learn knowledge is ignorance too.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because they do the same thing again with hypnotherapy. I'm going to say it again, hypnotherapy, which is able to heal you on a deeper level, at your subconscious level, because your subconscious runs the show. It's able to, it's as if you're running off an old program. Like if you have an old desktop computer that you've had for 20 years and you still want it to run efficiently, you need to update your system. You can't run off of old programs and think you're going to be at optimal performance. And this is what hypnotherapy does. It heals you on a deeper subconscious level so that you can plant new seeds.
Okay. And that's an area that I haven't delved into too much, but that reprogramming is something else, because that's one of the things that the essential oils do.
Absolutely. All right, so it's able to heal us on a cellular level. Can you speak to us about the benefits of essential oil on the body and the brain?
Okay, so there's different ways that you can use essential oils. Okay, so you can apply them on your feet. So so we all know that the feet is connected to every organ, every cell in your body. So when you put essential oils on your feet, it goes through your whole body, goes through every cell, and what your body does not need, it eliminates it. I think that's phenomenal. And so it eliminates it. So when you put it on your feet, it absorbs within you within a matter of minutes. And so I have a product that you put on your feet, and it's like an immune booster that you put on your feet, and it cleanses your cells, and it helps you, it keeps you from getting colds, and it eradicates viruses and all that kind of stuff. But you rub that on your feet. You put that on your skin. You put that on your skin. But hold on. But hold on. But so I have another immune booster, and it works the exact same way. Okay. And so this is, you can ingest it. Okay. And so I've sold so many of these this week just because of the pandemic that is going on right now. But it's an immune booster, and it has oregano oil. Oregano oil is an antiseptic. It will knock out anything that tries to infiltrate your body. It has oregano oil, has black seed oil. I don't know if many people know about black seed oil, but it has a reputation that it heals everything except for death. So you have that, and you also have the cedar wood, and you have rosemary. And so you talk about how it affects on the brain. It stimulates the pineal gland. That gland is right there in the middle of your eyes. Therefore, it improves cognition, it improves memory, and it improves your thinking.
Okay.
And
Another name
so
for pineal is what?
Oh, well, they call it the third eye.
The third eye.
You know,
it's in our head, right?
Right. But that one is a memory inhaler.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you smell something, it affects your feelings or your mood.
Sure.
If you smell a delicious apple pie that your grandma used to make years ago, that's going to bring some good feelings by. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
And I mean, it affects your feelings and your thoughts. So that's how smells work. On the other hand, if you walk into somebody's house and they got rotten eggs, just coming off the stove, how you gonna feel?
Dry heaving, probably.
Are you gonna feel good? Are you just gonna make you happy? Are you gonna smile? No, it's gonna affect your mood, and you're gonna feel like, I don't like
absolutely.
that.
Like, I really have to go now.
Yeah, and so these are like small inhalers that I make, and I put the oils in there, and they're little small compacted ones that you just carry around with you and just inhale.
Yes, I love the one you make for memory.
Yes,
and the one for memory, the one for energy.
Yes,
and then she has one for courage too.
Oh yeah.
So if you're like in sports or you have an exam or something big that you have to do.
Like the gladiators before they used to go out, they used to have an herb called dill. That would give them courage to go do what they do. If you know anything about the gladiator, right, to go deal. So that's what they would use to give them courage. They would use dill. So that's how I started using the dill oil, and it's the same thing. And it really,
that's good stuff.
It really does give you courage.
Yeah. I had it when I had to take my national boards. I was like in the car, like
hey,
I hope don't nobody see me, but I look.
I was doing it on the way here. I'm like, let me give me some courage to come here. Let me give me my memory so I can remember everything. Let me go ahead inhale that.
Because the fastest way to get to the brain is through the nose,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is God's medicine, and I don't down the pharmaceutical industry because it has its place.
It does.
And I'm not going to sit here and say that I would never ever take pharmaceuticals. I'm not going to sit here and say that I would never go to the emergency room or to the hospital because I'm just saying so far I have not been able to depend on it. Yeah. But in a life and death situation, if I get hit by a car and my leg is over there, I'm not going to say give me a drop of essential oil. You better take me straight to the emergency room.
Okay. Yeah. Well, honey, you will best believe we're gonna take you to the ER if that ever happens.
You better.
Because like she said, that psychotropic meds and medication has their place. So you definitely want to use wisdom with it. I have some clients who I'm like, no, you need to be on your meds. The worst thing to do is to arbitrarily take yourself off of your medication. If you want to come off of your meds, this is a conversation that you need to have with your doctor because they can titrate you and they can reduce you all the way down instead of you just taking it down.
Right.
I had mentioned before about serotonin and depression. So a lot of clients with depression, their serotonin levels are down. So the psychotropic meds are used to increase it's called SSRIs, where they increase the serotonin. A lot of clients don't like the way it makes them feel, so they will just take themselves off of it. But what happens, they increase the levels, right? The medication does. But then when clients take themselves off, it just goes down and they plummet.
Yes.
So you're messing with the chemistry
Yeah.
and the balance
That's
of
it.
your brain.
Yeah.
You know, so then they come to me and like, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I can't get out of bed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
so you have to really have a conversation with your physician and just talk to them. This is why I call it medical
Right.
management.
right.
Not just taking meds, but
Right.
med management, having that conversation.
You know, more people die from medical mistakes than anything else.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and you know, with medication though, you know, if you really look at it, pharmaceuticals will not heal you or cure you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think
They
of
will
one person.
manage.
They treat the symptoms, but they don't treat the source or the cause of your illness. In fact, you know, when you take medication for one thing, it usually compromises something else, other organs in your body. So it's never intended. Your doctor would never tell you, take this high blood pressure medication, you'll be healed in 2 weeks. Or they cannot tell you that it will cure you. But, you know, I understand people need it to balance themselves out or whatever. But ultimately, it's about you being your own doctor, because who knows your body better than yourself?
And I do recommend you seeing a professional, especially when it comes to your mental health.
Yes.
Because she is so right. A pill is not going to cure you. You know, and I have clients that come in and be like, well, can I just get, you know, can you give me a referral for meds? I'm like, yeah, I can. But that's not going to, you still need
That's right.
coping mechanism.
Yes.
You still need strategies and behavior modifications. And you have to learn how, a pill is not a cure-all.
That's right.
It'll help to reduce.
Yes.
But what happens after that, you need a skill set to learn how to manage.
Skill set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To manage what
Yeah,
you have.
yeah.
You can have a diagnosis as long as the diagnosis does not have you.
Right.
But again, you have to put the work in.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's good stuff.
Yes,
Good
it is.
stuff.
Yes, it is.
What are one of your favorite oils? What's your everyday go-to?
Oh my goodness. Well, I do the immune booster every day.
The immune booster.
I do that every day, and before I go outside into the public.
Is that just a drop under the tongue, or what is that?
I have one customer that she just used 3 drops under the tongue, but I take a whole dropper full.
Okay.
But for people who don't know about it, I tell them just take 10 drops under the tongue, because it will make your immune system strong. But I do that every day, and that's the one, you know, that is good for right now to keep your immune system strong. And I also do it on my feet as well, and I like to. I love rosemary.
Rosemary.
Yeah.
That's good for hair, too.
Yeah,
right?
it is. I mean,
And skin.
that's the one thing about it is that you can't put one essential oil in a box. You know, because one essential oil is good for a plethora of many things. And that's the thing that people don't know about it. I mean, but one essential oil by itself is powerful, but when you begin to blend, they begin to synergize and become more effective and more powerful.
Now, have you heard, or do you know if there's any counter effects, like if clients or people are on medications, like if you're on high blood pressure or whatever, heart medication, have you ever heard, or do you know if it can be counterintuitive or any side effects?
I mean, because it's natural and it's straight natural and not mixed with anything. Now, if you get essential oils that you don't know where they come from and they got all this other stuff in it, then you might be running into a problem. But what I suggest for people to do, when I tell them to do, when they're talking to me about what oils to buy, then I tell them to go do their research, go online and see, will this affect this? And you know, I don't have all the answers, but there's some research that people can do on their own as well. But I pretty much feel safe with anything that is natural.
Okay. Will Bozeman says, I need that, especially with this corona stuff going on. I know you right. I'll hook you up, son.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this corona stuff it's I really believe that it's out of hand, and I believe people really I mean, the experts really don't even know what to do. I mean, I heard an expert on TV this morning saying something about he would not even dare get on an airplane, and this is an expert. So I don't think it's something that we should take lightly. You know,
Right,
I think we should be sincere about it. I think we should be proactive.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we should go to the store, and I think we should stock up, because if you go to the stores now, it's empty. So right now here in Columbus, we don't have any confirmed cases, although there's 3 cases that are being tested right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait until they say there's 500 people that has it, and then go to the grocery stores and go out and mingle with the public.
But what do you think about Donald Trump saying, "Oh, I'll ride on the plane. There's nothing to fear"?
Don't even ask me what I think about what he says, because you know our country is far behind as far as the test kits.
Yeah.
Opposed to all the other countries.
Yeah.
Korea is far ahead to us.
Are they the ones that's doing drive-through testing?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can stay in your car?
You know, but Donald Trump gets on there and says, we have plenty of test kits and they're beautiful.
I can't.
The test kits are beautiful. So I don't know. I don't know why we are far behind. And then they say that there's restrictions where the only time that you can be tested is if you have flown out of the country or if you have symptoms. But at the same time, there's community spread where people have it. They have not been out of the country and they can't trace where they have been infected by anybody else.
Exactly.
So how does that work?
And I don't know how that works. And I don't know how it works because they don't talk about the flu virus that is killing more people than the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I'm like, so how come we're not having this conversation? I don't understand. I don't know
I think
what's
there's
going
something
on.
sinister behind it, to be truthful about it, and I don't want to say too much about what I think because it's not based on facts.
Yeah, well,
You know,
can
but-
say that.
But no. But
Right.
one thing I do know that it is going to get worse. I mean, and we can be faithful, we can believe and we can trust, but we have to come down with the fact that it is expected definitely to get worse.
Yeah. 10% battery remaining. You may want to go ahead and pull your phone up.
10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I am Kimberly B with Talk Therapy Live. I'm the owner of Healthy Emotes Counseling Services located at 1011 East Jenkins Avenue, Columbus, Ohio. My phone number is 614-669-5115, and you can hit me up on or find me on Psychology Today, and definitely go to my website, which is healthyemotes.com. You can go to my Instagram at Talk Therapy Live, and certainly look me up on YouTube. I have a lot of information on YouTube under Talk Therapy Live. And Vicky, tell the people how to find you.
Okay, you can find me actually on Facebook, Vickey, Trout. Also, my email is beinhealth, the letter B, the letter N, and the word health, the number 1, at gmail.com. Also, my website, beinhealth, the number 1.com.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. Do you have a contact phone number?
Yes,
if they wanna-
614-596-6771. I also wanted to say something importantly about another essential oil that I use. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
The thyme essential oils. Now I want to talk about the navel. The navel. Do you know that all of your veins are connected to your navel? And
The
so,
lifeline.
yeah. So I do ongoing research and study. And so when you put certain essential oils into your belly, you know, it can heal you. So about a week ago, I don't know if it's something that I ate or whatever, but my stomach was upset and it was getting really bloated. I didn't know what to do. So I remembered about that, and I put like 3 drops of the thyme oil, not by itself. So you have to dilute it with a carrier oil.
Okay.
Okay? So you don't want to put it in there by itself because it's very potent and pungent. So I put it in my belly button, about 3 drops in my belly button, and I rubbed around the belly button.
Okay.
Okay, because those veins, it absorbs, it just goes, sucks it up and takes it where it needs to go, which I think is so powerful. I tell you, within 5 minutes, I actually saw my stomach deflate.
I need some.
My
of that.
stomach started to deflate, and I felt so much better.
I
don't know if I had food poison.
Does it also take away or reduce inflammation?
Well, I mean, my stomach was inflamed.
So yes, I'm just. I'm just thinking about the average person who's not sick
Look.
but has a bloated stomach or whatever. If we can like rub some of that on our bellies, and you don't have to worry about liposuction.
Well, now listen, come on now. I don't even go and get that lipo. No, no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna make no claim to that. But let me tell you something. Like most of the oils are anti-inflammatory, what you call it, bacteria, antivirus.
And that's where a lot of sickness comes from, inflammation, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Inflammation, yes, yes.
So that's the thyme oil.
Yeah, yes, that's the time. But I'm telling you, most of these oils are so awesome. There's other things too. I don't just do oils. There's other natural things that I do, and I don't necessarily make profit off of it. I just like to share information and share knowledge. So what I do, I read and I study from the most prolific health professionals in natural healing. I read it and study it, and then I share it because it's too good for me to just keep to myself.
And that's why I do what I do.
Yeah. Exactly. So I just want to share it, and really that's pretty much all I'm doing.
Yes.
One of the things that I really like too is Himalaya pink salt. A lot of people use table salt. I mean, changing your life and changing your health is a matter of making just little small changes. Mm-hmm. Himalaya pink salt has 84 minerals that the body needs.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I carry it with me all the time. When I go out, I pull it out and I have it. And you can do a Himalaya pink salt detox.
Detox. How is that done?
Well, you just take two teaspoons of the pink salt and put it in a mason jar. Fill the mason jar up with water and put 2 teaspoons of the Himalaya pink salt in there. Shake, let it dissolve. You drink it down, and you will not believe what comes out of you after about less than a half an hour.
Is this recommended for people who have like high blood pressure?
It has very none to low sodium.
Okay, that's the
sodium.
Difference.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And so that's something simple that we can do. Mm-hmm. A detox. People pay attention and they take care of their cars more than anything. They'll take their car and get it done and get the engine cleaned out, get a tune up, but they won't tune up their bodies.
Yeah.
So a simple detox is that.
Let's talk about other things that are good to because we know that food is mood and food is also medicine, right? So,
let your food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what are some things, as far as keeping, you talking about be in health. And I know that super green foods are awesome, like the spirulina.
Spirulina, I love that in my smoothies.
Yes.
Yeah. Turmeric, yep.
Turmeric, because that's good for inflammation too, right?
Wheatgrass is good for it. Cayenne pepper.
And what is that good for?
That actually cleanses your blood. It's good.
And just a pinch.
Yeah. Yes. And we do this concoction with apple cider vinegar. We all know apple cider vinegar is something that everybody should have in the kitchen.
You really should.
Bragg's apple cider vinegar that has
vinegar.
Still stuff in it called the mother. So, so this concoction that we use that cleanses your system out, detoxifies you, is you still do it, right?
Oh yes, ma'am.
What all you put on yours?
I put the apple cider vinegar,
correct.
A pinch of the cayenne pepper,
correct,
and then the lemon juice, a little bit of the lemon juice.
Okay, and water.
And water. Yeah.
So you say pinch.
Le Bleu. Le Bleu.
Le Bleu. Hey, listen.
It's the best.
If you don't do nothing else, get you some good water. This is distilled water. It's oxygenated with ozone with a BPA-free bottle. So, the chemicals from the plastic does not seep in, And so, just about all my friends and family get this water. You get it in Grenville. Hit me up if you want to know where it is because, everybody don't know where this place is.
Right. So now I have a spirulina, sea moss. What else do I have in here? Spirulina, sea moss. I forget what else. There's a couple of things that I put, but I have to get this in because I do so much all day long, and I don't want my immune system to be compromised at all. So we have to take charge of our health.
There it is.
Food is mood. So a lot of, I can always tell, like when clients come in and you know, I'm like, well, how was your weekend? You know, and then they go in and tell me what all they've eaten and all the junk food that they consume, or they'll come into session and they're like eating like chips for breakfast and things like. I already know what their mood is going to be like.
It does affect it.
You can't put junk in.
Pop, Coke, Pepsi. I don't think I drank one of those in about 40 years.
Yeah.
I think I need to go back to the apple cider vinegar concoction because I kind of feel that somebody needs to know how do I take it or how much or whatever. Now, you said a pinch of cayenne pepper. See, I put mine in a gallon. So so what I do is I put maybe a teaspoon of it. You do a pinch, and it depends on.
Well, yeah. So she does hers in a gallon.
Yeah.
And you can make it in any concoction you want. So if you're doing like this, you only need like a little pinch in here because you're going to set your throat on fire.
Oh my God! But with the gallon, I would do a teaspoon of that, and then I would do 2 cups of the apple cider vinegar. I'll fill the rest of it with water, and I'll do 1/2 cup of lemon juice, and I do 2 packs of stevia just because it gives it a little sweet flavor without the calories, because stevia is natural and you know it's like natural and it's good. It doesn't taste bitter or anything like that. And you shake it up real good, and I get one of those Dixie cups and I fill it up and I put my big girl pants on, drink it down, because it's
drink it straight on back.
It's a little strong. You know, a lot of people do it before they go to bed at night.
Yeah.
And it has so many benefits.
Yeah. And it's good for your intestinal health as well.
Yeah. And it's good for your skin.
Yeah.
Hair, nails. Yeah.
Be in Health is the name of her business. Be in Health. She is the founder of that, and she doesn't just do essential oils. She can talk you through how to get yourself detox and how to get yourself how to be healthy, basically.
And remain in a state of mind. I think no matter what you go through, you can remain have a state of peace.
Yeah.
It's all about you doing that. Circumstances, stimulus, things, and people don't determine how you feel inside. You determine that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You decide that for yourself.
Yes. But you can help yourself to be there too, of course, by taking care of yourself, making sure that you are well.
Yes.
You know, by taking charge of your health. Your gut is so intertwined with your mind. If you have bad gut health, then your brain is foggy.
That's right.
You know, you can't concentrate. You cannot focus. You know, so it all goes together. We have to take care of ourselves spiritually, naturally, and also physically.
Spirit, soul, and body health. It has to be all in balance. And you have to be in tune with yourself to know, so what part of me is out of balance? You should be able to know that and detect that instead of going to somebody else and them telling you, and they might diagnose you. There's been many misdiagnoses, trust me.
It is, because, I mean, you have the human nature, the human factor in there.
Right. You know, whenever I'm feeling something that's out of sort, the first thing I ask myself, is this a brand new feeling? Have I ever felt it before? Or have I felt it before? And then I'll just go from there. But I think that we are our own best doctors.
If you have mental health issues and concerns, you know, like she said, you know, you figure out, is this something new?
Yes.
You know, but oftentimes we don't know what we don't know. You know, so you definitely should, you know, if you've been dealing with like depression and anxiety for a long time and you cannot figure it out, you definitely should see a professional counselor to come in, because we're able to talk through some things. And I just want to talk a little bit about ways to since all of this is going on in the world, and I know that even if you didn't have anxiety, that you probably have some now with all this going on. Like my sister said, they're going to the stores, you know, there's no toilet paper, and all of this is increasing anxiety. I'm just asking you, this is a prescription from your clinical counselor today, is to get an exercise regimen, like 30 minutes of aerobic exercise. Why? Because the body keeps the score.
Yes.
That now we can internalize and be like, oh, I'm not affected or whatever, but the body keeps the score. So we hold this negative energy within the body.
Yes.
Please, like 30 minutes a day aerobic exercise to get that out of your system.
Mm-hmm.
You can do kickboxing. You can do just different things to get that negative energy out of your body.
Yes.
We already talked about
it.
meditation.
Yes.
We've talked about mindfulness as well. During this perilous times are here, you guys.
Yes, they are.
The Bible speaks about perilous times shall come.
Yes.
Okay, so perilous times are here. So since they're here, who are we going to be? How are we going to be in the midst of the perilous time? That's a choice for us. We can remain at peace. Again, God is the Prince of all peace. So we certainly stick close to him. But then there's things that he's looking for us to do as well.
Yes. Your actions and attitude today will determine the health of your mind and body tomorrow.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
You put in the work, you're going to get results.
That's right.
There's something, I mean, it would be nice if somebody could do it for you, right?
I wish. I wish. But it's not that easy.
No, it's not.
So you're the one that have to put the work in.
Yes.
Love yourself enough to put the work in. So, a lot of people say, oh, I love myself. Then I ask a question, what do you do to demonstrate that
action
love to
word.
yourself?
Love is an action word.
And people don't, they're like, I haven't thought about it like that.
Do you truly love yourself?
I got my nails done today.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's superficial.
You love what you look like.
Right.
You love the outward part of you.
Yes, absolutely. One prayer I prayed a long time ago, I said, Lord, I want to be beautiful inside and out.
Yes.
Because we put so much time and energy out here. I want to be beautiful on the inside too, but that took me to do work on Kimberly.
Absolutely.
I
had to acknowledge it first.
Yeah.
Because people are oblivious,
Introspection.
Spirit, soul, and body.
Yeah.
It takes work.
Introspection and see what characteristics that you would like to change about yourself, or what characteristics you would like to adopt.
Yes.
So your essential oils, you said that you make topical remedies and you make internal remedies too. You also do essential oils for the hair too, right? Like for hair thinning.
Yes, like rosemary and cedarwood. It's a concoction there. So there's a lot of different ingredients that go into that. And so you just take very little and you just massage your scalp, because you have to remember that it is oily. So you don't want to just drench your hair in it or your hair be oily, but you just put it on your scalp and massage it. And I would say do that about 2 times a week.
Okay.
And people have really saw a lot of great benefits from that. And that same oil, you can also use it to apply on your face for your skin.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, now, I know before you were talking to the family about DSMO? And hydrogen peroxide.
I really haven't done too much of that lately, just because like every day is like something new, and there's things that are so exciting and just new things that come on. I really haven't done that lately, but I do know, like for women that douche, they say douching really isn't all that good, but every now and then it's a cleaner, and it eradicate anything that's growing in there, any bacteria that's growing in there. So 3% hydrogen peroxide, you want to put about like a third, like say you get one of those little douche bottles, and they're about that size, right?
Yeah.
You empty that stuff out, rinse it out, and so you fill it up with a third of hydrogen peroxide, 3%. The rest water, and then you want about 3 drops of DMSO, so that makes it stronger. And when you put that in there, you're cleaning your insides out. And I'm telling you, you're gonna feel that too.
Really good.
You're gonna feel so refreshed, and it's really good. So I try to do that about maybe once, maybe twice a month, but on a regular, I would say about once a month, and that works really, really, really good.
Okay. And now I want to do a summation of what we talked about, because we just have a few minutes left. All right. So on the mental health part, and I'm gonna let you end it out. and wrap back around. So as far as the mental health piece, we understand that there's a lot of anxiety and fear going on right now because of this coronavirus. So we are concerned about you. We're concerned about everyone.
Yes.
So check on yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So make sure that you are not releasing a lot of cortisol and adrenaline
Yes.
in your body. You got to check yourself. So if you have too much cortisol in your body, you're going to notice like a weight gain, and primarily like around your belly area.
Yes.
Okay. Your skin tends to thin out. So if you notice like, man, where did this bruise come from?
Yes.
You didn't really hit it too hard or whatever. You'll have the bruising, and then like the muscle weakness. Okay, this is all an effect of too much cortisol in your body, or if you have increased thirst, or you feel like you just cannot get enough to drink at all. And then and then mood changes, and we know that can come from several things, but I'm just talking about right now as we go travel through this season of
intentional.
Yes, be intentional. Yes. And then as far as the adrenaline, check out your heart rate. If you have the heart palpitations and the rapid heartbeat, check that out. Or if you have excessive sweating, okay? And then, too much adrenaline decreases your ability to feel pain.
Yes.
So
yes.
Is the government turning us into zombies? I'm just kidding.
Well,
and we have to be vigilant. We have to be aware. Okay, there are natural remedies.
Yes. Your
brain can produce what it needs inside of you. So we need to tap into ourselves and not tap outside of ourselves towards drugs and alcohol and sex and gambling and all this. Who you need is you.
That's right.
Who you need is you.
You said it well.
Tap in
you said it well.
And don't tap out. All right.
I like
don't
that.
Forget 30 minutes of aerobic exercise a day to get rid of extra anxiety.
Yes.
All right. So how do you want to sum your portion up?
You, like I said, we have to be proactive. There's a lot of anxiety and stress going on, but you can maintain peace.
Peace.
Tap inside yourself. I feed off the wisdom of God.
Yes.
God's wisdom. I love the scripture that says, whosoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear of evil. That's wisdom.
There's a lot of evil
constantly
going around.
Oh, it's insidious.
Yes.
It's very sinister. But you have that cushion. You have that space inside yourself where you can go inside yourself and you can pray and you can be proactive. We don't want to bury our heads in the sand. Be proactive. Go out and get whatever you need as if you will have to be in your house for a month. And that's not being feared. That's being prepared. And that's using God's wisdom. But they cannot take our joy. They cannot take our peace. And just continue to thank God. God bless you.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen, here on Talk Therapy Live, where we will be every Friday at 11 o'clock. I love you all so very, very much. Don't forget, look it up on YouTube at Talk Therapy Live. You can visit me on Facebook at Healthy Emotes. And hey, my contact is 1011 East Jenkins Avenue, 614-669-5114. And I want to thank my big sister.
It's been a pleasure.
Vickey.
It's been a pleasure. I love my baby sis.
Hey, let's say happy birthday to our brother.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
To you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Dear Tony.
Dear Tony.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
You.
You. We didn't even practice that, did we?